Want to know who you really are? You're the sum of your life's experiences, from where you grew up to your childhood friends, to the values you acquired from your family and those around you. All of those connections make you who you are. But today, where can you go to find those connections? Where people know your name and share your values, and where you're always welcome. When you're at the Jewish Community Center of Greater Washington, you belong. You're part of our family, our mishpucha. At the JCC, you can find a pickup game of basketball, learn to dance, or just meet others. No matter what you come for, you feel connected to the Jewish community, to Jewish heritage, Jewish traditions, and Jewish culture. Here, you're never alone. And here, you can discover who you are.
I love the JCC.
It's part of my life.
It's like family.
It's a very unique and special place.
It's a place where communities intersect.
It's a bonding experience for all of us.
It's called the Jewish Community Center for a reason. It's more than just a gym or a school, a summer camp or a teen hangout, a senior center or an arts facility. It goes way beyond that.
The Jewish Community Center of Greater Washington is the center of Jewish life. It is the place where people come to be together, to study together, to learn from each other.
With more than 2,000 programs, services, and classes, the JCC inspires lasting memories, touching lives, and passing on traditions. Jewish customs and values come to life for children through the Ganan Gil preschool.
Here at the JCC, it's all about creating lasting Jewish memories for our children.
The JCC also offers unrivaled experiences for youth with its nationally recognized Camp Inclusion program for children with special needs, the only camp of its kind in the region.
Our experience at the JCC has been incredible. Ariana has done 2 summers of camp here, and then she's been in preschool this year. She started last September. We're just so overwhelmed and thankful to the JCC for providing this for her.
When you come here, it's a bit of culture that you get.
Our heritage is shared with people of all ages and backgrounds through performance, creativity, and learning in the Gildenhorn Spiesman Center for the Arts.
I'd like to welcome you all on behalf of the Jewish Community Center.
And lifelong connections are formed every day at the warm and welcoming Fitness Center.
It really is a center, and it's more than just a gym. If it were just a gym, I could go to other places.
From senior adults to preschool parents and their children, to teenagers, the feelings of belonging to this Jewish community are strong. And it's our presence in the community that provides that common bond.
The JCC has changed my life by really allowing me to break out and meet other people. When I was a CIT during the summer, I fell in love with the JCC. I fell in love with the kids I worked with, and I wanted to work here as much as possible.
I've been coming here since I was 2 years old, and I've been, to a lot of the programs and a lot of after-school activities here. I decided to teach computers to seniors because I like doing community service. Here at the JCC, it's just like a big family.
Hi, how are you?
The reason the JCC exists is to create community, to build identity, and to ensure continuity of our Jewish community here in the Washington, D.C. area.
There's a connection. It's not only people to people, but it's generation to generation. And that isn't going to happen anyplace else.
The Jewish Community Center of Greater Washington provides programs and community services that connect more than 1 million people each year.
I was
the most lucky guy by meeting my wife Robin here, who was a gym teacher in 1978, and we've been married since 1980. My children have enjoyed camp and programs here as well as events, and the connections to the community are endless.
My friend Arlene and I have been selling challahs together on Friday mornings for a few years now, and we're recognized wherever we go in the community as the challah ladies.
I volunteer teach computer to seniors and for summer camp to little kids.
Oh, I can't imagine life after 37 years without the JCC. It's changed my life because it's the place I most enjoy being. I always find a friend here.
And those are the key moments at the JCC, when people who've never met suddenly make a connection.
When I came here after college, I met a man who saved my father during the Holocaust. And he came up to me one day and he said, "Are you Ruth Melamed's grandson?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Tell your father Max Berg said hello." And so it was really neat to have that kind of bond between an older gentleman to my father to me here at the Jewish Community Center. And you know, it's some story that I'll always remember and be able to share with my children later on when they're older.
Here at the JCC, new memories are taking hold and new connections are being made every day.
The JCC is very important to me because I've made many good friends down here, and I know they're concerned about me if I don't show up.
The atmosphere of it, the Jewish atmosphere, the comings and goings of the young people and the children, and just such a great community that they can come to.
Every day that you're here, you see the smiles, you see the difference that the JCC provides others.
It really is a way, when you have family that live out of town, to feel like you have your extended family right down the street.
While the JCC receives dues, program fees, grants, and support from the Jewish Federation of Greater Washington, operating costs continue to rise year after year. While we've made significant strides to contain these expenses, over the past 7 years, fixed annual costs just to keep the building open have increased by 70% or by more than $1 million. Without the ongoing support from our community, this vital link to the future of the Greater Washington Jewish community is in jeopardy. We have the ruach, the spirit, the passion, the heart to be the Jewish neighborhood of today, but it cannot happen without your help. Help us by volunteering. Help us by giving a generous donation. Help us by naming the JCC in your will. Help us keep these connections and our community strong and enable the Jewish Community Center of Greater Washington to be the place where memories are made and connections are endless. You can make a difference in the lives of so many people. Those who need the JCC the most are those who can least afford to cover the cost. Please give today to support the Jewish Community Center of Greater Washington. It all happens at the JCC, but not without you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב. This is the place and these are the people who lighten my heart and fill up my soul. This is the place and these are the people who kindle the sparks that make my spirit glow. Hine ma tov, hine ma tov.